Hey, it's Chris Johnstone. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this quick video. I'm going to walk you through two campaigns that are generating results from Facebook right now. When I say results, I mean funded loans and deals from Facebook. The first campaign, these are the stats that we're seeing back. We've generated 952 leads on the first campaign at $2.42 per lead. Second campaign, we've got 446 leads coming through the system at $4.75 a lead. The longer you run these campaigns, the lower you're able to drive the cost per lead down. And that reason why that's really important is because you're also able to convert more of the leads over time the longer that you invest. So if you look at these systems with just $15 a day in advertising, and at $5 a lead per lead, by the time you're in the program or you've been running your own ads for 12 months, you've got over 1,000 people that you've put through that funnel just using this nice, consistent stream of lead generation. And in the first month, you're going to convert a couple of the leads from the lead source, but then in 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, leads from the initial round that you generated are going to pop out. And I'm going to show you how to do that automatically. We've got this incredible new system that I'm about to show you that automates all of the follow-up on all these leads so you never have to make a cold call again. And over 40% of the leads are actually responding back. And we're seeing incredible results as far as funded loans as a result of combining these systems. So this is a testimonial from Adriana, whose account you just saw. For every 100 leads that she's adding to her business, they're putting about 4 to 5 pre-approvals into their pipeline, and then they're using those pre-approvals to go out and generate new realtor referral relationships with realtors in their local marketplace, which is absolutely incredible. Now, one of the reasons why we are so good at generating mortgage deals specifically is because here at Connection Incorporated, we only generate mortgage deals. So we're not just generating the funnels that generate real estate leads. We generate quality purchase mortgage deals. We can generate realtor referral campaigns. They're actually our most popular campaigns where we do purchase leads or listing leads that you can then pre-qualify and give over to your realtor. But we also do refinance leads. We do reverse mortgage leads. We do VA loans, FHA loans, jumbo loans, Homes for Heroes loans, and specialty campaigns where clients have come to us, paid an additional fee to have us architect a specific campaign just for them to go out and get deals from their past clients and customers, or to generate new realtor referral partners that are reaching out to them. And we now have those as campaign templates that you can choose from. So at the end of this call, I'm offering you a free 30-minute session where you can get on the phone with one of our specialists, and they will actually get to know your business, understand what specific type of loans you want to fund, and then they'll walk you through a specific funnel and a specific follow-up sequence that will generate funded loans for you. Now, at the end of the call, you can take all of that information and go out and implement the campaigns on your own. Or if you're too busy to do it and you just want the who to do it for you, you can ask to potentially become a client and we'll discuss that with you. But really, what we want is you running one of these successful campaigns in your business. I want you to be successful whether you're an ongoing client of ours or not. So this is the targeting that we're using on that open house campaign that you just saw the results from. Now, we're also using our secret sauce because we're running hundreds of these Facebook accounts every month, and we're able to see and able to gather the data on the quality leads that are coming through the system. So then when we launch a new account, we're able to use that secret sauce that we have within the agency to generate leads at a lower cost, but also a higher quality, which is more important than a lot of the other people that are trying to figure out Facebook ads, or agencies that, will do Facebook ads for anybody. We only do mortgages, and we have a very specific set of data that we can use to generate better leads than a lot of our competition. So we use that secret sauce plus some of Facebook's tools to run ads that look like this. This is actually a nice performing ad that we have inside one of our campaigns. And all we're doing is reaching out to people that are in a very competitive real estate market and saying, we'll help save you time and make sure that you don't miss the home of your dreams when you give us your contact information. we're going to then give you something of value in return. And people opt in with their name, their phone number, their email address, and the area where they're looking. Now, that lead clicks on the ad, and then they fill out a lead generation form on Facebook. Now, there's a number of different ways that you can generate these leads. This specific campaign is using Facebook lead forms. Now, here's the game changer behind all of this. Once those leads are generated, we're then putting them into an automated follow-up sequence that's getting, on average, 40% of the leads that we generate are responding back to the messages that we're sending out to them. And we've got specific messages for every campaign. You can see this open house campaign, we've got a 50% response rate from the first 168 leads that we've generated. We've had 84 responses on the initial campaign. And the one down at the bottom, out of 48 leads, we've had 24 responses. Now, this is a filter for you. Some of these people are saying, I'm not interested. But what it does is it brings the people that are interested and turns them into inbound phone calls where they're contacting you, asking for the information, asking to be pre-qualified over the phone. And it gets rid of all of the cold calling. It gets rid of really the main stumbling block that exists between mortgage loan officers and mortgage professionals right now in getting results. It was all about the breakdown of follow-up. And we're going to convert over 40% of your leads into inbound calls automatically without you having to do anything. Now, this has been a massive problem in our industry because traditionally, wherever you're getting the leads from, it could be your database or from Facebook leads or from Zillow leads or wherever you're getting leads from. Leads aren't hard to get, right? You can run a Facebook campaign and generate them. You can buy them. There's all kinds of different ways that you can go out and get the leads. But the main problem has been conversion of those leads into deals because it takes that long-term follow-up, right? You've got to convert that lead into somebody who's actually interested in taking an application. Then you know what to do with them. You can take an application into a funded loan, a referral to a realtor, a commission, and then a review from that customer on the back end. You've got that, and we've now solved this conversion piece. And this is so important because statistically speaking, your results from online leads drops 10 times after the first 5 minutes of that lead filling out the opt-in form. If you're not in contact with those leads within the first 5 minutes, you get a 10x drop in your responses. And this is really shocking, and it's obvious why this is a huge problem in our industry because the sales statistics show us that 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. They get the new lead and the phone is so heavy, the call reluctance is so overwhelming that they just never follow up with a prospect, even leads that they've paid for. I'm sure you see your realtors doing this all the time. They're paying for leads, not actually following up on them and then saying, hey, the leads are no good, right? 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop, and only 12% of salespeople make 3 contacts and stop. Now, here's why this is incredibly important, because 80% of sales, 80% of relationships are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So here's this massive disconnect. Our customers want long-term nurture and follow-up. They need to see your testimonials. They need to be educated by you before they will feel comfortable enough in reaching back out and asking questions about their finance. Let's face it, these people are expecting to give you their social insurance number over the phone. There has to be a baseline of trust with that lead before they'll go through that process. It's not reasonable to expect that somebody will fill out a form on Facebook and 30 seconds later fill out a long form mortgage application, right? You need a process to convert that lead, and loan officers don't have it, right? 80% of sales happen after the 5th contact, yet 90% of us quit by the 3rd contact with that lead, which is why we have generated, myself with Carl White and an incredible copywriter in the mortgage industry, we've created conversion campaigns for every single digital lead that you can bring into your business. This is leads from your past customer database, leads from Facebook, leads from Zillow. Every single one has a follow-up campaign attached to it. And I'll show you the messages and how we structure them in just a second. But before I do, I wanted to give you another campaign, some additional value here. This one is just generating mortgage leads. So the first campaign I showed you, that's generating real estate leads that are turning into pre-qualifications. Those pre-qualifications are then getting sent out to the realtor and then coming back as funded deals, as well as more referrals from the realtors. This one is just direct to market. Hey, do you want to get pre-qualified for a loan? Here's a toolkit and let's get you pre-qualified. So here's the results from one of our campaigns. Again, this campaign is still actively running in the marketplace. Leads are $13.94 per lead. We've generated 280 leads total through that funnel at a cost of $3,903. Now, keep in mind, the return on investment is much higher on those leads because they're actually interested in getting a mortgage. They close better because they're at the point where they want the mortgage. You don't have to wait for the referral to come back from the realtor. This is the ad that we're showing to those people after we target them on Facebook. Pretty simple. Every mortgage shopper should have an up-to-date mortgage calculator, a financial affordability worksheet, and the most current interest rates. Get all three along with the top tips to getting the right mortgage in our brand new mortgage buying toolkit. Once that person clicks on that ad on Facebook, we take them to a lead generation page. They are going to get the free report that we create for you after they fill out their name, their phone number, their email address, and just some basic pre-qualification questions so that we can make sure that they're a good lead for you. Now, this is Mel, another one of our clients. A year on our Facebook ads program specific to that free report program, and his ROI is 507% for the year. That means for every dollar that he spent on Facebook ads, he returned $5.07 in return. And you can probably imagine Mel's pretty interested in putting as many dollars as he can into Facebook ads because he knows his return on investment. And this all works so incredibly well because of this follow-up system. We are literally eliminating the biggest barrier to success, which is human nature, right? We all know that as soon as we get busy in our business and we start funding loans, we're not going to call these leads right away. So this system is going to do it for you automatically. So you can see as soon as a lead is generated, within 2 minutes, we're dropping what's called a ringless voicemail. It means that it looks like their phone rings and there's a voicemail, so it looks like you've called them right away, but they missed the call, and there's a voicemail inserted there specific to the offer that they've requested. 10 minutes after that, there's a friendly text message that follows up on the voicemail that they feel that you left, and then 15 minutes after the lead opts in, there's an email that follows up on the text message and the voicemail. And that is the initial follow-up sequence, but that then gets stretched out for a pretty incredible 7 days of follow-up, then 14 days, then 30 days, and that campaign never stops. We've got nice, friendly, awesome messages that are converting these leads into inbound warm prospects or people that say, I'm not interested, and you get to take them out of your funnel and not follow up with them, right? It's the perfect filter in your business. And you can see we're generating, Commission Inc. leads, 46% response rate. A Zillow campaign where our realtors are approaching us to buy the leads and we're saying, we're not going to pay for those, but we will follow up on them for you for free. And 71% of the leads responding back on that campaign. So you can see, and again, on average, it's about 40% of your leads will respond back to you and become an inbound lead. So think about your current lead funnels right now. What are they performing at? What would your life look like if you had this type of automation in your business? And they are incredible responses. Here's one that's apologizing that they haven't returned our call just yet. They've been extremely busy, but they're going to call us real soon. Thank you for keeping in touch. That's the kind of positive feedback you get from the messages that we've professionally crafted inside this campaign. Hey, we connected through Facebook regarding your mortgage. Are you still looking to buy a home? Yes. Can I call you? Yes. These are people that want to hear from you. They actually respond positively to the marketing that we're sending out to them. Even though it's all automated, it doesn't feel automated to them, right? Now, this leads us to what I love to call the director of who, and I learned this from Carl White. You see, we all have a why. And that's why we're in business, right? We all want to, and it could be anything. It could be, providing college for your kids, or it could be, an around the world trip with your wife, or it could be a new boat, new sports car. Maybe you just want to retire 5 years earlier than you initially planned. We've all got a why as to why we're in business here trying to make this money. And we're all making the decision of what we have to do in order to fulfill that why. And our what here is turning digital advertising into funded mortgage loans, doing it at an exceptional profit and having it so that it's as automated as humanly possible so that you have to spend as little time actually converting the leads as possible. So you look at that what, you say, okay, I'm going to do digital advertising. It's going to be this amount of ROI. Now you've got a decision. How am I going to do that? Or who is going to do that? Now, if you look at how to do it, there's this timeline down the left-hand side. So that line with the dashes on it, that's how you're going to do it. So if you want to do this system on your own, you've got to figure out Facebook ads, go through all the Facebook ad changes, figure out ads that are successful, figure out the landing pages, put them into a system, do the follow-up, all of that stuff. You have to figure out how to do it. Then you actually have to do it. You have to buy the CRM, integrate all of the stuff, write the follow-up sequences, do all of that stuff until it's done. Then you get to launch your system, tweak what doesn't work, tweak what does work, and you're just constantly working on that system. I can tell you from seeing people that try that route and then come back to us after losing 6 months of time and money and effort and energy and pulling their hair out, and they just say, listen, do it for me. I need you to be my who, right? And the great thing about picking a who to do all of this stuff for you is that it's just done. You just decide, I want you to be the who that does all this for me, and voila, you have somebody who's already been down the how path, who's an amazing expert at it, that just gets you the results. And every time you come to a decision in your business where it's about scaling money to get you what you want, to ultimately get you to your why, you should always be asking who, not how. How puts you in a situation where you're getting paid by the hour to figure out a problem in your business. You don't want that. You want the who so that you can invest capital and get a return on your investment. And we can get you results. We can get you new mortgage deals. We can get you new real estate pre-approvals and new realtors in your pipeline. We can get you more deals from your past clients. We can get you more deals from your Zillow leads, your Commission Inc. leads, your Boomtown leads that you're already possibly paying for. We're just going to get you a better return on the investment that you're already putting out into marketing and advertising. We can get you more free time because this system completely eliminates cold calling from your daily schedule. You never have to pick up that 10,000-pound phone again because the leads are self-qualifying and becoming inbound leads as a result of the follow-up system, and you get more deals from all of the leads that are coming into your business. And the other thing that it frees you up from is the latest Facebook changes, because when you're the how, right, and you're doing it all yourself, as soon as the Facebook interface changes or they take away a whole bunch of targeting options from the platform, guess what? You've got to start at ground zero. Well, when you've got us doing it for you, we've already got it all figured out. We already have the answer to the problem. You never even have to worry that the problem existed in the first place, and it keeps you away from all those shiny objects, right? You don't have to get distracted by all this other stuff that you could potentially implement in your business. You can just say, hey, look, I got this system. I put X amount of dollars in. I get X amount of funded loans back as a return on that investment. And here's my ROI. I can turn it up. I can turn it down. I got what I need in order to get me to my end goal. So that's really what I want to do for you today. I want you to click the button underneath this video and book a free 30-minute strategy session with my team. They're going to get on the phone with you and identify what leads are going to help get you to the real reason why you're in business today. We're going to show you exactly how to put that pipeline together, what targeting to use, what ads to run, what offer to give those people, the lead generation piece, and then walk you through a follow-up sequence on the back end so that you know all of the pieces of the puzzle, and you can go out and decide to build it on your own and have everything that you need in order to get that done at the end of the call. Knowing that, you're probably just going to come to us and say, okay, listen, I get it. How much to do this all for me? What's my investment going to be, and what's my ROI going to be? And we can have that conversation with you if it looks like you're a good fit for the program. Now, You totally can do this on your own. If you've followed me for any amount of time, you know I don't leave anything behind the curtain. We're very value first. So to do this on your own, you need the Facebook targeting, the ad copy, the imaging, the opt-in assets, which is either the free report or what you're going to give them on the real estate side of things, or how you're going to introduce them to the realtor, or it could be a chat bot, it could be any number of things. You have to figure out the offer and then test the offer to the marketplace. And then once you have all of that, you have to optimize it on a bi-weekly and at the very least a monthly optimization schedule. Otherwise, you're just throwing money out the window on unoptimized ad accounts. So you've got to test new body copy. You got to test new images. You have to test all of the things that you're currently running, turn off the stuff that's not working, and then make the stuff that is working even better. Then you've got to track it, right? And know which ads are running. What's your cost per lead? How many of those leads are turning into conversations? How many conversations turn into applications? All of that stuff that you've got to track with Facebook on top of it. And then keep up with all the changes that are happening on Facebook all of the time and keep up with all that stuff. Now, that's just generating the leads from Facebook. Once you generate the lead on Facebook, you got to go out and buy a CRM just to follow up on the leads. Then you got to pay for a program like SlyDial so that you can do the ringless voicemail integration. Then you got to integrate text messaging. Then you've got to integrate email automation. Then you got to time it all. Like, what is the best way to follow up on these leads to actually get them to respond without badgering them and pissing people off, right? You got to figure all that timing out and test it with all the leads until you find that happy medium. Then you've got to write all of the messages that go into that system. You got to script all the voicemails. You got to write all the text messages. You got to write all the emails and figure out the subject headlines that are actually going to get opens, right? You need all of those campaign templates and potentially hire your own scripting expert. And then you've got to figure out the reporting and follow-up system on that side. How are you going to opt leads out that respond back to you as a result of that system? How are you going to track the phone calls that come back? All of that needs to be figured out. And it is insanely profitable to figure it out. It is absolutely worth every single step in doing this stuff. But I can tell you, I've been generating online mortgage leads for over 11 years now, from the very wild, wild west of the beginning of Facebook and Google advertising to today. And sometimes I get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that has to be done in order to make these systems work. And I've got to stop, take a breath, look at the campaign that I'm architecting, whiteboard it all out again, and just map it out. I've spent my career building that skill set, and even times I get overwhelmed. I don't want that for you. I want you to take the easy path, and I want you to make sure that we're a good fit to be your director of who, or go out and actually skip all of the implementation tech headaches and actually walk away with a campaign that's going to work for you, because I know if I can build value for you now, eventually we'll figure out a way to do business together in the future. So either way, you're going to leave this 30-minute call with an incredible amount of value. So go ahead and click the button below to book your free consultation with my team. You're absolutely going to love it, and I can't wait to help you get results in your mortgage business using the power of Facebook. This is Chris Johnstone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to the opportunity of working with you.